of outdated clothes. But on the Upper East Side, Death's sad chapter comes with a silver lining.
Chapter.
Death's sad chapter comes with a silver lining.
Now that we're all settled, please let me express my deepest condolences as Mrs. Bass is unable to be here today.
Unable.
As Mrs. Bass is unable to be here today. My deepest condolences as Mrs. Bass is unable to be here today. Her interests are being represented by her counsel.
Counsel.
Her interests are being represented by her counsel.
Chuck, this letter represents your dad's final words.
Your dad wrote you a letter? You have to read it.
Yeah, aren't you curious to know what it says?
Curious.
Yeah, aren't you curious to know what it says? You're a disappointment of a son. I'd die of embarrassment if I wasn't already. Why do you wear so much purple?
Purple.
Why do you wear so much purple? I'd die of embarrassment if I wasn't already. Why do you wear so much purple?
Then you'll have the satisfaction of being right.
Satisfaction.
Then you'll have the satisfaction of being right.
To prepare you for this day, to help you go from being a boy to a man.
Italian au pair took care of that.
Italian.
Italian au pair took care of that.
Jack!
No, Jack's right. My father can't be one way my whole life, and all of a sudden it's okay. It's not.
Sudden.
And all of a sudden it's okay. It's not.
Hey, Eric, okay, guess what? Jonathan and I decided that tonight we were gonna have an Edith Head Film Festival.
Festival.
Have an Edith Head Film Festival.
Well, isn't that what you're worried about?
Yeah, I was really convinced, but
Convince.
I was really convinced, but
Is lowly lonely boy cheating on our queen? Sound unlikely?
Unlikely.
Sound unlikely?
Well, we can discuss that when you turn 18. Anyway, you're in charge of name. It's better. All the fun, none of the work.
Fun.
It's better. All the fun, none of the work.
I don't want to.
Sorry for the delay.
Delay.
Sorry for the delay. The only way the birth parents can track down and contact the child is if he registers with a search service.
Register.
Is if he registers with a search service. What if I try to get in touch with the adoptive parents? I can't guarantee they're going to want to talk to you, but
Guarantee.
I can't guarantee they're going to want to talk to you, but
Hi, I'm thinking 1 paint can of gummy worms and another of Swedish fish.
Is this how you and Nate want to celebrate too much?
Celebrate.
Is this how you and Nate want to celebrate too much? I don't know. Candy's candy.
Okay, enough. You've been walking around for days with a storm cloud over your head. What's going
Cloud.
with the storm cloud over your head? What? Hey, sorry. Okay, for starters, stop avoiding her.
Starter.
Okay, for starters, stop avoiding her. Okay, for starters, stop avoiding her, or you're gonna wind up ruining your relationship all on your own. So, unfortunately, that.
Unfortunately.
And it is your rightful place.
Your blessing means a lot to me.
Good. Now, before we start spooning, I
Spoon.
Good. Now, before we start spooning, I
Looks like Chuck Bass made his choice. But careful, Bass. Now that you're a big fish, there are a lot more sharks in this pond.
Shark.
There are a lot more sharks in this pond.
I'm just saying.
You're just saying nothing. Chuck is taking this really seriously, and I'm proud of him. End of story.
Proud.
And I'm proud of him. End of story.
We wanted your okay before we released what we have.
Fine. Whatever. Release it. Go breathe somewhere else.
Breathe.
Go breathe somewhere else. Go breathe somewhere else.
Bombs away, girls.
Bomb. Bomb.
Bombs away, girls.
Blair, this is Pete Holmberg, Alice Cashman, members of Bass Industries Board.
Nice to meet you.
Chuck's hard at work upstairs, actually.
Upstairs. Upstairs.
Chuck's hard at work upstairs, actually.
Oh, Chuck, didn't your father teach you? Never mix business with pleasure.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
Never mix business with pleasure.
Look, I didn't realize you were going to be here.
Clearly. We knew this was your reputation.
Reputation. Reputation.
Clearly. We knew this was your reputation.
You want to meet him. Have you thought about what happens after that? What if we find out he's had a horrible life?
Horrible. Horrible.
What if we find out he's had a horrible life? Have you thought about what happens after that? What if we find out he's had a horrible life? Or what if we instantly love him and then...
Instantly. Instantly.
Or what if we instantly love him and then... What if we find out he's had a horrible life? Or what if we instantly love him and then it's very clear that we've made a terrible mistake?
Terrible. Terrible.
And then it's very clear that we've made a terrible mistake.
Me on the other side of the world. I did everything right. I ran that place without complaint.
Complaint. Complaint.
I ran that place without complaint. And it thrived under my watch. And this is how he repays me. By giving the company to a teenager who can't...
Teenager. Teenager.
By giving the company to a teenager who can't... And this is how he repays me. By giving the company to a teenager who can't keep his pecker in his pants for 24 hours.
Pant. Pant.
Can't keep his pecker in his pants for 24 hours.
Not really. I'm so mad at her for keeping this from us, but at the same time, I feel incredibly sad for her.
Incredibly. Incredibly.
At the same time, I feel incredibly sad for her.
I saw the blast, and I know what you're going through.
Really? Found out you and your girlfriend share a sibling you never knew you had?
Sibling. Sibling.
A sibling you never knew you had?
Well, I say we could both use a distraction. So I say we play Boggle or watch a trashy movie. I rented Showgirls.
Oh.
Rent. Rent.
I rented Showgirls.
Oh.
I rented Showgirls.
Oh, no, Boggle. I don't think I can sit through Showgirls again.
Again, seriously?
Seriously. Seriously.
Again, seriously?
You know, and the worst part of it was that all I wanted to do was spend every minute with you. I couldn't because I had to keep this huge secret.
Secret. Secret.
I couldn't because I had to keep this huge secret. The Russian aristocrats before they all became hemophiliacs.
Or Clueless, Alicia Silverstone's character.
Silver. Silver.
Alicia Silverstone's character.
It's okay, I want to get on your nerves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what family does.
Hey, can we get some sandwiches?
Sandwich. Sandwich.
Hey, can we get some sandwiches?